Welcome everyone, join us today on a journey through the life and legacy of guitar virtuoso Tommy Bolin. From his electrifying performances with Deep Purple to his solo career and beyond. So let's dive in. Tommy Bolin, born Thomas Richard Bolin on August 1, 1951 in Sioux City, Iowa, United States of America. Born to a Swedish father and a mother of Syrian descent, Tommy Bolin's musical journey began when he discovered rock and roll through the sounds of Elvis Presley. At the age of 10, he received his first guitar, igniting a passion that would shape his life. Growing up, Bolin immersed himself in the local music scene, playing in bands such as the Misserless and later A Patch of Blue. With A Patch of Blue, Bolin showcased his exceptional guitar skills alongside bandmates like Dave Stokes, Brad Miller, and Steve Breidenbaugh, blending rock and roll, R&B, and pop hits of the time. Their album, Patch of Blue Live, captured the essence of their energetic performances and solidified their place in music history. In 1999, A Patch of Blue was rightfully inducted into the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, honoring their contribution to the rock scene. After facing expulsion from school numerous times due to his long hair, and growing disillusioned with the local music scene, Bolin decided to make a bold move at the age of 15. He informed his parents of his intention to relocate to the thriving musical hub of Denver, Colorado. Setting out on his journey, Bolin hitchhiked to Denver and wasted no time in immersing himself in the city's vibrant music scene. There, he connected with singer Jeff Cook and became a part of his band, Crosstown Bus, before co-founding American Standard. When Cook temporarily moved to England, Bolin sought out new opportunities and found himself joining Ethereal Zephyr in 1968. Initially named after the California Zephyr train, the band eventually shortened its name to Zephyr. Bolin, alongside David and Candy Givens, contributed to the band's distinctive sound, which drew comparisons to Janis Joplin's soulful style. Zephyr's rising popularity led to performances at larger venues, including opening for renowned acts like Led Zeppelin. Bolin's involvement in Zephyr resulted in the self-titled release of their debut album in 1969, followed by the second album, Going Back to Colorado, in 1971, which introduced drummer Bobby Berger to the lineup, a collaborator who would continue to feature in Bolin's future projects. Bolin's growing passion for jazz led to tensions within Zephyr, prompting him to break away and form a new group called Energy in 1972, alongside drummer Bobby Berger. Based in Boulder, Colorado, the duo struggled to establish a stable lineup until they found their footing with vocalist Jeff Cook, bassist Stanley Sheldon, and keyboardist Tom Stevenson. Despite facing challenges in gaining recognition, Energy persevered, backing renowned artists such as John Lee Hooker, Chuck Berry, and Albert King. It was during this period that Bolin's style underwent a transformation, embracing glam rock with flashy stage wear and a penchant for hard drugs. While Energy failed to secure a record contract and never released an album during Bolin's lifetime, his prolific songwriting during this hiatus yielded a wealth of material. Bolin briefly reunited with former bandmates David and Candy Givens in the band Four Nicators before taking a hiatus from music, during which he penned nearly 100 songs. Caught between his artistic aspirations and financial struggles, Bolin found himself stepping into the spotlight in 1973 as the replacement for Dominic Troiano in the James Game, following Troiano's replacement of Joe Walsh. Bolin's tenure with the band resulted in the recording of two albums, Bang, in 1973, and Miami, in 1974. Demonstrating his songwriting prowess, Bolin either wrote or co-wrote nearly every track on these albums. Additionally, in 1974, Bolin contributed his talents to the song, Invisible Song, by Colorado band Rainbow Canyon, further expanding his musical collaborations. Amidst his work with the James Gang, Bolin also made a notable contribution to Mahavishnu Orchestra member Billy Cobham's solo album, Spectrum. Bolin's guitar prowess was showcased alongside Cobham on drums, Leland Sklar on bass, and Jan Hammer on keyboards and synthesizers. The album received high praise, with Deep Purple's John Lord describing it as utterly astounding, particularly highlighting Bolin's mesmerizing guitar work. Bolin's improvisational skills shone through on the album, leaving a lasting impression on listeners and fellow musicians alike. Following the Miami tour, Bolin sought to break away from the James Gang, feeling constrained by their formulaic approach. This desire for musical freedom led him to embark on a diverse array of projects. Bolin immersed himself in session work, collaborating with numerous rock bands and jazz artists alike. Notably, he contributed to Alphonse Mouzon's album, Mind Transplant, a fusion masterpiece lauded by critics as one of the genre's finest recordings. Bolin's versatility also saw him touring with Carmine Appice and the Good Rats. In early 1975, he lent his guitar prowess to Canadian band Moxie, gracing their debut album with captivating solos on 6 tracks. Through these ventures, Bolin continued to showcase his remarkable talent and musical versatility. The recording process brought together a stellar lineup of session musicians, including David Foster, David Sanborn, Jan Hammer, and Phil Collins, among others. However, amidst recording his solo album, Bolin received an unexpected invitation to audition for the vacant guitarist position in Deep Purple, following Ritchie Blackmore's departure. Impressed by Bolin's work on the Billy Cobham LP, Spectrum, David Coverdale championed his inclusion in Deep Purple, leading to a successful jam session with the band and ultimately securing Bolin's spot in Deep Purple. The band relocated to Munich, Germany, to commence work on Come Taste the Band, where Bolin's songwriting prowess flourished, contributing to 7 of the album's 9 tracks. Released in October 1975, the album was followed by extensive tours across Australia, Japan, and the US. Meanwhile, Bolin's solo album, Teaser, hit the shelves in November, although his commitments to Deep Purple precluded him from embarking on a solo tour. Amidst his involvement with Deep Purple, Bolin also lent his guitar talents to Canadian Led Zeppelin-style band Moxie for their self-titled debut album. While Deep Purple's Come Taste the Band album achieved moderate success and injected new life into the band, their concert tours faced numerous challenges. Audience expectations clashed with Bolin's distinct guitar style, which incorporated a stronger funk element compared to his predecessor, Ritchie Blackmore. Bolin's struggles with substance abuse, compounded by fellow band member Glenn Hughes' cocaine addiction, led to subpar performances on stage. During the Japan leg of the tour, Bolin's drug dependency became apparent when he injured his hand while under the influence, rendering him unable to play complex guitar parts, with John Lord playing many of the guitar parts on the organ. Despite efforts to address his addiction, Bolin's condition worsened, resulting in limited functionality during live performances. A live album, Last Concert in Japan, captured one of these tumultuous shows, much to the dismay of the band members. However, a somewhat redeeming, more superior recording from a concert in Long Beach, California, in early 1976 was later released as King Biscuit Flower Hour Presents Deep Purple in Concert, in 1995. Deep Purple Mark IV disbanded in July 1976, marking the end of this chapter in Bolin's career. Personally, Bolin's family background includes a musical lineage from his maternal side. His grandfather, Abraham Joseph, was a recording musician in Lebanon before moving to the United States. The Bolin estate preserves around 15 records featuring his grandfather's music in a secure vault. Tommy had 2 younger brothers, Johnny, who became a drummer for Black Oak, Arkansas, and Rick, who pursued a career as a singer. Bolin shared a significant relationship with Karen Ulibarri, spanning nearly a decade, but their breakup in 1976 deeply affected him. Following the split, Ulibarri entered a relationship with Bolin's Deep Purple bandmate and close friend, Glenn Hughes. Bolin briefly dated Linda Blair, known for her role in The Exorcist, and penned the song Shake the Devil on his album Private Eyes. However, by summer, he found companionship with Valeria Monzelio, a Swiss woman he met while on tour. Following his departure from Deep Purple, Tommy Bolin formed the Tommy Bolin Band and embarked on a tour while laying the groundwork for his second solo album. The band's lineup underwent changes, featuring notable musicians like Narada Michael Walden, Mark Stein, Norma Jean Bell, and drummer brother Johnny Bolin, among others. In mid-1976, Bolin signed with CBS Records and commenced recording his second solo album, Private Eyes, released in September of the same year. Bolin intended to conclude the tour supporting Private Eyes, before commencing work on his next project, I Got to Dance. However, tragedy would strike on December 4, 1976, following a performance at the Jai Alai Auditorium in Miami, Florida. In an earlier poignant moment captured backstage, Tommy Bolin sat with Jeff Beck after a performance, the images immortalized in Rolling Stone magazine. Prior to his final concert, journalist John Marlowe warned Bolin to take care of himself, to which he confidently replied, "I've been taking care of myself my whole life, don't worry about me. I'm going to be around for a long time." Later, Bolin's bass player, Jimmy Haslip, offered advice as well. Haslip recounts the events of that fateful night, mentioning an entourage of partygoers gathering in Bolin's hotel room, where a troubling situation unfolded. Despite the urgency to call 911, a former Marine drill sergeant insisted on handling the situation himself, mainly due to unwanted publicity, potentially delaying crucial medical intervention. Bolin, struggling to breathe, succumbed to the effects of substance abuse. He was found unconscious in his hotel room and ultimately passed away at the age of 25. Despite his immense talent and promising career, Bolin's life was cut tragically short. He is buried in Calvary Cemetery in Sioux City, Iowa. And there you have it. As we bid farewell to Tommy Bolin, we honor the enduring impact of a musical pioneer. Tommy Bolin's innovative style and boundary-pushing creativity continue to inspire generations of musicians and fans alike. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and sub up for more videos just like this. Take care and bye for now.